Pro Football Show presented by Chevy Silverado, the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. It is week 8 of the NFL, week 2 of having Jersey Jerry with us. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me again.
Of course. So Dion is still dealing with some injury stuff with his foot, but did you enjoy last week?
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it.
Did you guys see that people thought we gave him a short chair on purpose?
Not true.
Not true.
You're a small guy.
I mean,
Big heart.
I posted the video of you switching chairs with me. I said I had some chair malfunctions, and I wasn't lying.
Yeah.
You can't boost it up.
He doesn't want to. I asked him.
Nah.
Earlier. Yeah, I asked him. I said, "Do you want to raise it up?" And
Well, if I raise it up, I can't get on the seat. That's the problem.
Yeah.
how are you guys feeling today, Dave? You said that your brain's not working. So.
I have been under the weather pretty much all week. Hopefully no one catches it. I won't be here. But, I gave myself my own pep talk actually walking down to do this show.
Oh, okay.
That if you told me like 15 years ago or 20 years ago, my job would be to talk football, I'd be like, sign me up. So, you know what?
That's a good pep talk.
Perspective.
Yeah, because I don't feel good. I just want to go home. I've been waiting to go home and get better, but we're talking football, so
once
it can
the
be a lot
show's over,
worse.
you can go home. Yeah. So the records from last week, Jerry, you went 8-5. Dave and Dan went 9-4.
Which, I basically went 11-2. Because I picked the Bears, because I always pick the Bears, and
Okay.
I picked the Broncos because we were doing Colorado. So.
Yeah, so I would have been
So
10-3.
No offense, but I was 11-2.
So does
would've been 10-3.
does Jerry still count towards Dion?
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
he does? Okay.
He did well. 8-5.
All right.
8-5. Also, Glennie, I just wanted to say hi to you off the top of the show because sometimes I forget that you're here and it makes me feel bad.
Casey, it's okay. Please don't feel bad. I'm here, but yeah, happy to see you. Hope everyone's doing well.
Yeah, I do have notes for Glennie for which weather games he wants to talk
Can we
about.
go back to him for a second?
Can we go back to Glennie? Dave wants to see.
What's up, boss?
What's up,
Do
boss?
you even have a microphone up?
I have a microphone right here.
Okay.
Maybe
I have
take
to
one
think
more button down.
You want one more down? We can do one more down. That's a joy for me. You know I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
At some point, he's just going to not have it buttoned at all.
Can I just say real quick, too, because Glennie does a great job with the Sunday conversations, when he tweeted out that he got his white whale.
You're making me feel so
can
bad
that-
about this.
How can that be anyone but Guy Fieri or maybe Billy Joel?
I have no idea who it
Who
was.
did he say it was?
Hootie.
Yeah.
I'm not going to throw shade at that.
As his white whale?
I know he loves Hootie.
But Glennie Balls, that's...
Do you know how many times I walk around wearing Hootie hats and shirts?
Yeah, but
No, he loves Darius.
But Guy
Does-
Fieri...
And Dave, like you know me, like my top 2 is Guy, Billy Joel, and Hootie. Those are my 3.
Yeah, we're talking
three.
Darius. I think he maybe takes slight. Does he take
Calling him
exception to
Hootie?
calling him Hootie?
No, because he actually has said in interviews that Hootie is just a thing. He's not Hootie. So
He's
it's
just
just a
Darius.
name.
No kidding.
Yeah, he's just
not
Darius.
Hootie. He's Darius.
I know, but like
I'm a huge
not
fan,
Hootie.
so I won't throw. Listen, I won't
I
throw
just-
stones at glass. I love Darius.
But when I saw white whale...
Yeah.
But Billy
I was like,
Joel's
it's Guy
like
Fieri.
so Billy Joel's so unattainable.
I have heard him talk about
Okay.
about it.
I mean, is so you can only have one white whale.
No, it's just that, like...
No, you can't only have
Yeah.
one white.
I-
only one Moby Dick.
I think in the realm of white whales, like I know Robbie said he has a few, Eddie said he has a few. Those are my 3, and then there's like a distance between even who the 4th would be.
Who
I
are
have
the
no idea
3?
who the 4th would be.
Billy Joel.
Guy Fieri.
Okay.
And-
well, we can get you Guy Fieri pretty easy.
Me and Caleb have been talking about that. That would be sick if we possibly can. That would be
I
awesome.
can do that.
We can make that work.
That's easy. Him and I, close.
Let's get to the storyline games of the week presented by the Chevy Silverado. It's hardworking and the design is big, bold, and commanding. The Silverado is a truck that turns heads. We are going to start with the Steelers at the Browns. I know, Jerry, you're going to have a lot of takes on this, but Glennie wanted to give us a weather update for this game. So, Glennie, what's the weather going to be like in Cleveland?
Yeah, so for the Jersey Jerry Army that's going out to the away game in Cleveland, it's going to be pretty gross in the morning for like tailgate, AM showers, and like 20-mile-an-hour winds. And it might rain during the game, not totally sure, but it's going to be like 50% rain during the game. But a gross game for an AFC North game.
Okay. Does that help at all, Jerry, with the weather?
Nah, I mean, it helped, but not much. I'm sticking with my guns.
So I know we've talked about this before, that your son is a mush.
No.
Well, not anymore, no.
Not
Oh.
anymore.
No.
Well, you put up a video, though.
Yes.
And we're going to play it so that everyone knows exactly how you're feeling right now about your
Okay.
watching football with your son.
Jersey Jerry here. Got bamboozled today. All around. Fantasy football, gambling, L's across the board. Tried to have a good day with my son. First Sunday watching football with him. Not a good day. He is a mush. Let's just say the bassinet will be turned around from now on. He has lost privileges watching football with me on Sundays. He will still be in the room, but he will not watch. It's a sad day. It's a bad day.
That's fair.
That was old.
No, that was week 3 or week. No, that was week 1.
So he's not watching still?
He's still,
So he remember that game I went
He
home?
won though. Yeah, you went
that's
home.
what I'm
He
saying.
went home for the Sunday
Night
game.
football against
I
Seattle.
I almost bet
I
the
s-
Seahawks because I was like, you're going to watch with
I sent Big Cat a picture of my son in all Steelers gear, and he was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
And that was the first time they
It was
won.
turned around.
so the bassinet
around.
is turned back around.
Now it is, yeah.
So, okay, so you said last week that you thought the bye week for the Steelers came at the perfect time. So how are you feeling about this game?
I feel good. I feel good. I have a question for Big Cat here.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Has Big Ben? This is a trick question. Has Big Ben ever lost coming off a bye?
I'd have to say yes.
Is he tied or something? Is that why that's a trick
Is
question?
it yes?
Yes, he has, but not this week.
Oh.
Steelers are back.
Wait, let's do the other way too.
Okay.
All right. You can cut whichever one was better. All right, ready?
Big Cat,
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Has Big Ben ever lost coming off a bye?
No.
Actually, he has.
Oh.
He has, but not this week.
Okay. All right. I think I like number one better.
Number
I
one
think
was
that I like them both. Yeah.
He pulled me aside earlier this morning. He's like, "Hey, I'm going to ask you this one question. That's all I need you to do is say yes."
You guys rehearsed it.
No, we didn't
Did rehearse it.
No.
I just was giving my line.
Okay.
Yeah.
You executed it perfectly. So you're going to take the Steelers. I
I'm
guess.
taking the Steelers. Yeah, they're coming healthy, coming off the bye. Mike Tomlin, 10-4, coming off a bye, great record.
Ooh.
Browns are banged up. Baker Mayfield probably won't play. No Kareem Hunt. Probably no Nick Chubb.
I think Nick Chubb is playing.
Is
He
he?
is expected to return as of right now.
Still not. I don't think he'll be 100%. Probably still a little bit banged up.
Dave, what are you thinking?
I really, I like Jersey Jerry. I think the Steelers stink. I think the Browns are decent. Nick Chubb, maybe the engine that makes that offense go. He is going to be back. I just can't take the Steelers. The Steelers.
Respect.
The Steelers started that season last year, 10-0 or whatever.
11-0.
And then they just fell apart, and that was the end. That's the end.
Can we go back?
Roethlisberger
There's a
got
lot of
old.
this
They
stuff.
got old. That was the
Yeah.
end.
A lot of
taking the
stuff
Browns.
happened.
Can we go back in time and go into the mind of Jersey Jerry, 10-0, 11-0? We thinking Sixburg?
You know what? It's crazy. I wasn't even thinking Super Bowl.
Really?
No. Well, I was up until when they Bud Dupree went down. Once Bud Dupree went down with the ACL, I said the season's done.
Got it.
It's over.
And you called them.
They called it.
Yeah.
You know.
That was the best worst team argument that we got into.
Yes,
They were the
yes.
I mean, they were losing everybody. And they haven't turned around since. They've been bad since then. I think they're basically a bad team. I'll take 3.5 Browns at home. I'll take them.
Dan?
So you trust Case Keenum? Okay.
I think
I don't know if I trust them. It's more an indictment on the Steelers.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not I don't love Case Keenum. No.
But you think he trusts him?
I have. To
I
tell
think he
you,
trusts him more than Big Ben,
I'm-
which scares me.
I'm taking personal feelings for you aside. I think the Steelers stink.
I think the Steelers' defense is good.
Yeah.
I
don't
even
think
know
their
that.
offense
I don't know that any of them.
TJ Watt is one of the best defensive players in the NFL. I took the Steelers plus
We're gonna make a play every play.
plus 3.5
The best.
on advisors. I do think the Steelers will cover the spread, but I will take the Browns
Thread a
straight
needle.
up.
Thread a needle.
Sorry. I think it's a 3-point game. I mean, the total's low. It's 42 total. It's going to be a low-scoring game.
It's going to be raining.
It's going to be
maybe.
similar to the Denver Browns game, where it was 17-14 or something.
I think we're gonna see how bad the Steelers are this week.
Oh.
They're bad. And they're bad. I think they're bad.
Are you going to
Sounds like the
No, I'm not going to go
Bengals.
crazy. No,
Yes,
3.5.
sounds
But
like
I
the
just
Bengals
think
bad.
I don't think the Browns are banged up and vulnerable, and I still don't think Steelers will be good enough to beat them.
Jeff D. Lowe watching with you on Sunday?
Oh, you guys are streaming?
Well, I hope he's
Don't
there.
be too mean to him. He's depressed.
Well, I'm trying to get back actually because we're going to California.
Oh, that's right. So you're going to get back or not?
Well, I'm
there
gonna
goes
ask.
nice.
I'm gonna ask the lady who does the flights to see if she could book me. I want to come home Saturday.
Yeah, you should. Come home on the red eye.
You
Yeah,
you
I
have
don't
to.
mind.
That's blue collar.
You have to.
I don't. I want to. Hopefully she
You
allows
know the
it.
lady who does flights? What's her name?
Kelsey.
There you go.
Kelsey will let you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you and Jeff D. Lowe are going to be streaming.
Well, Marty's
That's
dragging
the point.
Jerry
Yeah,
around like
it's-
his little
yeah.
fucking pet. He's going to a TikTok Halloween party in
Yeah.
L.A.
I know. I don't want. I have
Are you dressing up?
No. No. I'm wearing just me.
Why? What?
They're going to a TikTok party.
Why?
I don't know.
Why you? What?
I don't know.
I'll let that one marinate over there. Let's go to Titans at the Colts. Dave, I will start with you. The Titans coming off of 2 big wins with the Bills and the Chiefs. The Chiefs, I mean, they just stink at this point, and you've been saying it. Way too early to crown them a dynasty. They, looked awful last week. The Colts did beat the 49ers in that game. What are you thinking?
Yeah, so I think one of my truths was that the Colts would make a run at their division. I still think they can. I think they win this game. Titans are good, but they're coming off 2 huge victories, and this is a league that, eventually you generally have letdowns. So I think the Colts win this game at home. That Tennessee, it's the perfect spot for the Colts. Perfect.
Dan?
Yeah, I agree. It takes a big man to admit when maybe he's wrong about something. I might be wrong about Carson Wentz. He's looking like the Carson Wentz that was.
He still had that play.
He did have that
the
play.
Worst. He
did have that play, but I'm Carson Wentz, when he was an MVP candidate, whatever year that was, 2018, and he went down with injury, he was awesome. He has not been the same since, but this might be, he's starting to play some good ball, so I'm going to take the Colts.
But that play was the most Carson.
Yeah, no, it was. It was rain. There was a lot of fumbles. I think there were 7 fumbles in that game. I guess it was ruled a fumble, which I still don't understand.
As opposed to an interception?
Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah.
They kept saying it was an atmospheric river, which I think is just a completely made-up term.
Yeah, so I'm going to take the Colts. I think the Colts are playing a little bit of good ball, and like Dave said, it's kind of the rule with the NFL. You're never as good as you are on your best day or as worse as you are on your worst day, so the Titans are riding high right now. They've had 2 big wins, 2 primetime wins, or not primetime last week against the Chiefs, but 2 very, very big wins against the Bills and the Chiefs, and I think they'll come back down to earth.
Jerry, what do your notes say?
Yeah, I got a trap game written all over it. Tennessee, yeah.
Go ahead. I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I just,
Discussion question.
yeah, no, I just got a trap game. This game shouldn't be even close to almost a pick 'em. That's why I'm going with the Colts here. Tennessee, like Dave said, they've been playing great the last couple weeks. 2 big games they win. I think it's time where they start to struggle, though. Got a couple big games coming up.
Okay, my question was, can it be a trap game if it's in
Everybody-
division?
And everyone sees the trap.
But- yeah.
We're all walking around the trap being like, trap, trap, trap. That's not trap. So I don't know. Maybe
But that in itself is a trap.
we think
Yeah.
I think it's
Right.
It's like a double trap.
Yeah, but
Right.
the trap to take the Titans. You should take the Titans.
Yeah, it says take the Titans. This to
Because
me.
it's a trap game for the
Yes.
Colts? To the Titans.
I think
Yeah.
most people are going to be like, oh, give me the Titans. They've won 2 straight
Yeah.
big games.
so then
So
take
that's
the
the
Colts.
trap. Yeah.
But we're all saying the same thing.
So that's the
it's
double
such an
trap.
obvious trap
Double
that
trap.
we're
Double
it's
trap.
I'm gonna go back with the Titans here.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
it's double
switch my
trapping.
head. I'm gonna double trap myself. I'm gonna go with the Titans
Yeah,
here.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna
Because
go.
of what we just
They're
said.
they're the better team. I trust my instincts. Give me
That's
the
a
Titans.
trap.
Yeah, it's a trap.
But now,
How many
I'm gonna
traps,
go,
though?
I'm gonna reverse the trap on myself and go back to it's not a trap. I'm gonna take Tennessee here.
Right.
They're the
So
better.
they-
they're the better football team.
Okay.
Yep.
makes me
Okay.
more comfortable with my Colts pick.
Yes, thank you. You actually laid down in the trap so we could walk over it.
Correct.
Yes.
You're
You
just like
double
a human
trapped.
bridge. Yeah. You're laying in the trap and we're like, oh, look, there's Jerry dead in the trap. We'll walk around it.
He gave you the warning.
No, I appreciate
He gave you
it.
the
That was
warning to
very
not
nice
fall
of
into
you.
the
Yeah.
trap. Yeah.
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 All right. Let's go Patriots at Chargers. Dan, the Patriots last week killing the Jets.
Understatement.
Killing. It was disgusting. The Chargers coming off of a bye. I know Dave's going to have a lot to say about the Patriots, but I'm going to start with you on this.
Yeah, this is another thread the needle. I think the Patriots will cover, but I do think the Chargers will win. I think it'll be a pretty tight game. It's more about the Chargers off of a bye, have a little time to hit the reset button. They were flying high, then they get the doors blown off them by the Ravens. They hit the reset button. I think you'll have their best foot forward this week. And also, was it last year that the Patriots beat the Chargers like 45-0?
No,
Remember
that was, I believe,
I think it was last
2
year.
years ago, I think.
Can we get a stat check? Someone
Yes, can someone?
stat check that?
Was it with Tom or not?
No, I don't think so.
Well, then it had to have been last year.
I think it was last year.
Was
I think
it?
they beat them like 45-0. So I don't know. That doesn't, maybe it plays a little bit into it, but I'm going to take the Chargers to win.
And you
straight up.
still love your guy Brandon Staley, right?
I do. I think he's a very good coach. It was last year, 45-0? Bam.
Yeah, because it was.
His memory still works.
Dave, how are you feeling about Mac Jones?
I mean, how can you not feel
Yeah.
very good about him? He's universally being praised. I will say I don't like that stat. I don't like the 45-0 last year revenge factor. I think it sticks, but I'm not going to let that fade me here. I think Patriots win this game, not just cover the spread. I think they win it. when the Patriots hang 50 burgers, that generally means they turn a corner. I thought this team has been on the edge. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, but could have beaten Tampa Bay, could have beaten Dallas. They fumbled against Miami, horrible. They killed them by 100. I still think the Patriots are a playoff team and very, very dangerous, but they got to win this game. They put them in a hole where they got to win this game. I think they do. Patriots win this game.
Jerry?
Yeah, I got here a couple of my notes. Chargers do have the worst rush defense in football, but that really doesn't matter here. I think they beat New England coming off the bye. They're pretty healthy. Eckler's great. I think it's actually not even going to be a close game.
Oh, wow.
That is good analysis, though, because like the Chargers are going to really struggle against a few different AFC teams, the Titans and the Ravens, to name two. The Patriots might not be that team because they have a decent defense outside of their rush defense.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, will Bill Belichick just run the ball down their throat? But they haven't been able to run the ball that well this year.
They've run it a couple times, but, Belichick's an amoeba. He doesn't
True.
stick to one thing. He does what wins, whatever puts the team in the best position to win.
And we mentioned Justin Herbert, too. I mean, he's still up there for the MVP race as well.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he had a very bad game against the Ravens, but if he has a good game today, I think he's back in the conversation.
We're going to get to more games in just a little bit, but we're going to go to #IBelieve. So, Dan, last week you said for Week 7, Deshaun Watson will be traded soon.
Yep.
We haven't seen that happen yet.
But it's coming.
I mean, it has to be.
I think it's going to happen. I do.
Didn't
The
somebody
deadline is
just say they were
November
out?
2nd.
Wasn't a team that was rumored to go just say they were out, I thought, today?
Think maybe the Panthers. The Dolphins have been flirting with it for a very long time. And they've been
I
going
just
back
don't
and
understand how he could even be playing, but that's beside the point. What do you believe for Week 8?
I believe.
Oh, no.
I think the Bears are going to win this week. They're bad.
They're
They're bad. They're a bad team. They're not a good team. Khalil Mack got injured. Super Bowl. It's kind of back to what I said about you're never as bad as you are on your worst day. The Bears had a measuring stick game against the Bucs. They are leaps, miles, whatever you want to describe, a Grand Canyon away from being a true contender in the NFL. But I do think that they can be competitive against the next class of teams like the Niners. So I think they're going to win on Sunday.
Are you surprised that Matt Nagy didn't get fired this week after that game?
No, because he got COVID, and you can't fire a guy who has COVID.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Maybe once he gets better.
Maybe once he gets better, but I hope he gets better as someone who's a COVID survivor.
Yes.
I hope that he gets better. But yes, he did get COVID. I listen. First thing I did on Monday when I found out he had COVID was I Googled to see if you could fire someone while they had COVID. You can't. So we won't.
Dave, the Foxhole guy will be a major story. Your coach, he's 2-0 now.
Yeah, I'd say that
Raiders.
my I believes have been, if we go back the last 3 weeks, nothing short of brilliant. Yeah, nothing short
Brilliant,
of brilliant.
yes.
My I believe is the Buffalo Bills are head and shoulders, not just a little bit, head and shoulders the best team in the AFC. At the end of this week, the Bills will be the favorite to win the Super Bowl. I think they're going to beat Kansas City. I think they're going to beat them easy. The Cleveland Browns will become the second choice in the AFC this week.
Oh,
I think
all right.
they beat Arizona convincingly and become a legitimate Super Bowl team.
What are we thinking for Week 8?
Patriots win. Patriots become a team that dark horse that you don't want to play. I kind of said before, but Patriots beat the Chargers this week. Eyebrows start opening.
What's the rest of their schedule? I'm looking it up right now because you're right. If they do beat the Chargers this week, they're 4-4, and now everyone's starting to say like, "Hey, this might be."
And again, you look at their schedule. Their losses super close to Dallas, super close to Tampa Bay. I keep saying it, but you figure
Those don't count when you're doing the playoff seeding.
We're
Just
saying
remember.
we know we got the Dolphins again. I know I got the Jets again.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I already played the Jets twice.
You already played the Jets twice.
Can I play them again?
Second week
Yeah,
2.
your 3 wins are against the Jets twice and the Texans. So like we could do the close loss thing, but you can also do the win thing. That was a bad news I just broke to you.
I
That
chose
was-
to do the close. We almost beat game. I don't do that
They-
other game.
All right, so
The-
no,
they
but they
have the
play.
Panthers?
They play the
Read 'em off, read 'em off.
The Panthers
Win.
They play next.
Win.
Then they play the Browns.
Win,
Then they play the Falcons.
win,
Then they play the Titans.
win,
Then they play the Bills.
win,
The Colts.
win.
The Bills.
Where?
That one's in New England.
So I'm gonna reverse those. We'll win in New England, lose in Buffalo.
And then the Jaguars.
Win.
And then the Dolphins.
Win.
So that's a 12-5 team.
Okay.
Okay.
Playoffs. Potentially division.
Jerry?
12-5 would
12-5,
be,
yes.
Yeah, if you
That'd
beat
be
the
a
Bills.
very good year.
The one.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Looking at the schedule, this game, if the Patriots win it,
Titans, where was that game at?
Titans at home.
Oh, win.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's in Foxborough.
And same with the Browns.
Win.
Falcons and the Panthers on the
Okay.
road.
Oh, easy. 12-5.
12-5 Patriots.
I may see if I can, what the live Patriot win total is.
Jerry, we talked about yours a little bit already. The Steelers' bye week came at a perfect time. First of all, how do you feel about what Dave just said about the Patriots?
Listen, I got here on the I believe thing. I like Mac Jones. I actually love Mac Jones. But I put for my I believe for this week, I believe Mac Jones is good, but Justin Herbert is a lot better. And I'm taking the better quarterback here. I think Mac Jones is going to be that type of quarterback who's always going to be kind of in the game, but he's never going to get your team over that next hump. I just think he's going to be an average NFL quarterback. I think he's going to be pretty good, but nothing great, nothing special. This guy
comp.
as far as
Like
a
comp.
player,
I'm trying to
like a player,
Yeah, who's that quarterback you're describing right now?
Tommy Maddox,
Oh.
I like Tommy Maddox.
Steelers quarterback.
That's gross.
I like Tommy Maddox. Charlie Fry.
All right, I'll give you one better. I'll do better,
Bruce
Dave. I'm sorry.
Gronkowski.
Charlie Batch.
Chaz Batch. I love Chaz
You think
Batch.
Mac Jones, Charlie Batch?
Chaz Batch.
Batch.
He just batched
Disagree.
you.
Dave just says disagree.
Chaz Batch.
Disagree.
Did you guys have Charlie Fry or no? He was on the
No,
Browns.
Browns.
Bruce Gronkowski you had, right? No, he was on
No.
the Browns too. There's a whole Mac quarterback where
here-
it's Browns and Steelers trade off.
Cordell Stewart.
Cordell Stewart. And Cordell was
pretty
Flash
good.
was electric.
Dave, what are you seeing right now?
I'm just
Former
doing
Bear for life, Cordell Stewart. He's on the Bears.
Great punter.
Slash.
good.
Yeah.
Continue along. I'm just
Oh,
doing some
okay. I didn't know if there was something that you wanted to share. All right. Well, while he's doing that, let's go to the Sunday conversation. Caleb, Glenny Balls, they sit down with music artist St. John.
Platinum recording artist, St. John. Are you a big weenie?
A big weenie.
Fan of Halloween? You like giving free candy to little kids?
Nope. Don't.
Don't you think that's maybe what's wrong with our country? All these kids with no jobs walking around wanting free handouts? I personally prefer Christmas. At least Santa makes you work for it.
What did Santa make you work for?
I never got coal, only 1 year. I think it was an accident, honestly.
Yeah.
That's facts.
What was your Santa's name?
Santa Claus.
Mister?
I don't see gender, so I don't know what you're trying to get me into, but I don't see it.
My Santa was black and we didn't have no chimneys in the crib, so he did regular mails.
How do you think you're gonna die?
Yeah, not thinking about that. I just bought a McLaren. I'm living forever, bro.
What do you think it's gonna be like?
The McLaren?
Living forever.
In the McLaren?
You're gonna live in your car? You not have a tour bus?
2.
You ever go number 2 in the tour bus?
3-pointers. It's my favorite joint.
That's all 3 at once, isn't it?
Yo, what's your man? Nah, no 3 at once. I don't know what
you're
3
saying.
you on.
Hey, listen, what's understood doesn't need to be explained.
Nah, we need to explain this. This needs some clarification.
You wanna do a new segment? Rap Genius. New segment, I just thought of it.
All right, let's do it.
I'm gonna give you lyrics to one of your songs, and you tell me what they mean.
All right, I'm ready.
Roses. I walked in the corner with the body screaming Dolo. What does that mean, Dolo?
I'm a New Yorker, so Dolo means like you ain't, it's just you. You ever been in there? It's just you and the body screaming for you?
So the body screaming, but just you.
Nah.
You masturbate a lot, St. John? Is it true that you've written for Beyonce and Rihanna?
I never wrote for Rihanna. I tried.
They say a great song is written, but they say that the best song is unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. Is that true?
Sing it. You sing it.
It's like release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else, no one
I've never heard that song before. I've never heard it before. Is that the? I'm not familiar with. You said who was it?
Scooby-Doo! Roll. That was good.
Thanks, guys. Let's get into the Ain't Nobody Care game of the week. And boy, it is disgusting. It is the Detroit Lions hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. Dan, I know we've said that Dan Campbell he's a football guy.
He deserves
a football
a win.
guy.
Yeah.
He deserves a win. They're 0-7. He kind of called Jared Goff out a couple weeks ago. They kept the game close-ish last week against the Rams, but still over. What are you thinking about this game?
I really, really want to take the Lions. I really, really do. But I just think that they threw everything at the Rams.
Everything.
The fact they had 2 fake punts, an onside kick, going for it on 4th down multiple times. There's got to be a little deflation after that when you throw everything at a team. So I'm going to take the Eagles.
Jerry, what do your notes say?
Yeah, my notes are pretty simple here. I'm going to go with a guy who cries over his football team rather than a guy like Nick Sirianni who shows no emotion at all and seems like he's really not invested and doesn't care. I got here, Nick Sirianni is a crumb bum, pretty much. I'm taking the Lions here. I think they're going to get their first win of the year.
I feel like I'm hearing that a lot every week. Lions, this is the week for the Lions. This is the week for the Lions. This week is never the week for the Lions. It's not going to be the week for the Lions this week. The Eagles are competitive and way better than the worst of the worst, which is the Lions. I like how the coach cries. I do like that. I like how he pulled out all the stops. Not good enough. Never good enough. I'll take the Eagles.
I have a bonus, I believe, that just came to me.
Okay.
The Eagles and the Lions are 2 teams that love garbage time, making the game close in the 4th quarter. This will be the best witching hour game. This will be a game that we see the leads flip-flop 2-3 times between 3 o'clock and 4:30.
Yeah, so it's like the game itself is gross, but it'll be
It will be fun. It'll be exciting.
Game.
Yeah, because the Eagles are not good.
No.
If you look at what the Eagles do, they're incredible at playing well in the 4th quarter and closing the gap. I saw a meme, as the kids say, that was very funny. It was Nick Sirianni, Jalen Hurts in the 4th quarter of a blowout, and it was just a picture of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. It's pretty good, right?
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Pretty good.
Do you need a second?
Yeah, just going to blow my nose so I don't trip.
Zoom in on Jerry.
I didn't want to
Go on Jerry.
Yeah.
All right,
is.
I'm back. I'm
You're
good.
back. Okay, we good?
Oh, wait, Jerry counted. We cut Dave blowing his nose. Jerry was keeping a tally on your nose blowing yesterday.
It was 3. And what did I say about the napkin? Where was it?
It was in his, what did you say?
Pocket.
What do you want me to do this?
No, I'm just saying.
No, he was. No. It wasn't
Nothing.
offensive.
No, it wasn't offensive.
I said it was like a conversation where it was like, I think Dave might be sick, and Jerry was like, I've seen him blow his nose 3 times.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely
Yeah.
feeling. I'm hot. I'm perspiring. I'm wearing a suit. I just placed 220.
He was on
grand
top
on
of
the
it.
Pats win total 7.5.
He was on
No,
top.
7.5 is their
Yeah.
win total?
Yep.
There you go.
You were on top of it.
How many have you seen him today?
That was actually the second time that's it.
I've done more. I've gone into the bathroom.
But I know he didn't feel good because I told Big Cat, I said, he's
3 times.
he's carrying it in his pocket. And when you carry it in the pocket,
That's
That's a
you
bad
need it
sign.
constantly.
Yeah,
So
that's a bad sign.
yep.
it's not good.
Let's get to the rapid fire games of the week. Rapid fire is presented by Cross Country Mortgage. When it comes to your mortgage, don't take any risks and go with the favorites over at Cross Country Mortgage. Even if you're not looking to buy a home right now, they can still help you out with a bunch of stuff like renegotiating your current loan terms. Go to crosscountrymortgage.com/Barstool. Cross Country Mortgage can take care of you through the home buying process. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029. All loans subject to underwriting approval. www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org. We're going to start with you, Jerry. The Panthers at the Falcons.
I'll take the Falcons here.
Dave?
I'll take the Falcons as well, but if I can just call a timeout because I feel like it went by the board. I went to the Barstool Sports book, check the futures. 7.5 is the Patriots win total.
That's what
I'm looking at the
shocked me.
schedule right now. They're 3-4. Okay, I'm gonna give everyone the benefit of the doubt. They lose to the Chargers. They're still stuck at 3. Panthers at home. There's 4. Browns at home. Got to figure that's 5. Falcons 6. Titans say they lose, stuck at 6. Bills say they lose, stuck at 6. Colts say they lose. At Colts say they lose, stuck at 6. Bills lose, say they're stuck at 6. Jaguars, Dolphins in the season.
Yeah, so that was the worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario, it's
And that's
8.
worst. Yeah.
You're right.
It's a good bet.
It is a good
Browns,
bet.
I guess you could say, could flip on them, but any of the others could flip.
Yeah.
It's a good bet.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Is that a misline by the sports book? I'm going to go to Jersey and put $220,000 on it.
Love it.
Love that. All right, so who are you going to take in this game? Panthers at Falcons.
Falcons.
Okay, Dan?
Falcons. Panthers are spiraling. They're not going to be. Don't bet the Panthers. Don't touch the Panthers.
Falcons are like the sneakiest 3-3 team of all time.
They are. They are. And they should have beaten the Washington football team. And so like that, they're a team that's not. They're bad, but not as bad as I thought they were going to be.
Well, and really, ever since Deion said he was never going to bet on them again,
Right.
they keep winning. Okay, Dolphins at Bills. Dave.
Bills.
Dan.
Bills easy.
Bills.
Bills across the board. 49ers at your Chicago Bears. Dan.
I think the Bears are going to win. I do. I think the Bears are just, you can slot the Bears into the spot where they can beat teams of their same quality at home. Anything on the road or any time where they have to step up, they're going to get killed.
Dave.
What's happened to your Shanahan 49ers?
I don't know.
Do you still love him?
I put the mush on them, I guess. Here's the thing with the Bears too. I don't know what's going on with the quarterback situation. He better hope that Trey Lance is good because he's getting fired if he's not, because he's put his whole entire future into Trey Lance.
Hire him at the office, maybe.
Yeah, and Jimmy. Yeah, I mean, he could just hang out with me. Draw up plays. What was I gonna say about? The Bears. The Bears have two of the weirdest wins possible now because if you look at the AFC, the number 1 and number 2 seed right now are the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. The Bears beat both of them. How does that make sense?
Makes no sense.
Makes
No sense.
No sense at all. What do you think happens to Jimmy? They're not going to pay him like what, $24 million?
No,
this
he's
year?
gonna.
Yeah.
No, he's done. I
Done
think it's
so.
done. I think it's done.
Dave.
Niners, this is a math game for me. I look at the Niners 2-4. I look at the Bears 3-4. They're similar, so I can easily see them being 3-4. Bears being 3-5. That makes sense mathematically speaking. I'll take the Niners. Excuse me.
Jerry.
I'll take the Bears here. San Francisco struggles with mobile quarterbacks. Justin Fields is confirmed the mobile quarterback.
He is confirmed, yes.
I'll take the Bears here.
That math thing you just did was fucking genius. God damn it.
Yeah, that was.
Mine.
Yeah.
He's had a lot of genius moments.
No, I mean if you look at the Bear, like if you look after week 8, if we could flash forward to next week this time when we're sitting right here, what makes more sense? Bears 3-5, 49ers 3-4, or Bears 4-4, 49ers 2-5.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
The math worked out.
God damn it.
Bengals at Jets. Before we talk about it at the desk, Glennie wanted to give us a weather update on this game. Glennie, what's the weather looking like in New York?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys. For the game of football, it's a good week because the weather's pretty good everywhere, but this is one of the worst weathers of the week. It's really just going to be a few showers over here in East Rutherford, a little cloudy and 15-mile-an-hour winds, so that might affect it, but good week overall for weather, so a lot of sun.
That's always good. All right, Dave, you one of the biggest Cincinnati Bengals fans on the planet now.
Yeah, it's one of those rare times that you get on a team and believe in them, and it's been paying huge dividends. I had them, if you go look back 2 weeks ago, they're 3-point favorite against the Lions, which obviously is ridiculous. They'll never be like that ever again. And they're playing the Jets now, who suck. So obviously everyone here, I'm sure, is taking the Bengals. But the Bengals are for real. Get Joe Burrow. I mean, I'm not saying things I don't think people ever thought, but he is one of the better quarterbacks come out in a while, and he's very, very, very good.
And it is
very, very, very good.
And it's crazy to think because even though it's his second year, he didn't even play a full season last year. So
Yeah.
he's still like basically playing a first full season. Dan,
And we watched that game. He makes plays under
Yes.
pressure
Yes.
that other guys don't make.
He played better in the first half when they scored like 14 points versus the second half when they scored 30.
He was getting nailed on every play. And you almost take it like, yeah, sure, Bengals, when they're like, we like pressure, we like people blitzing because he can beat it. He can beat it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the Jets now. Zach Wilson's out. He just got absolutely murdered. I mean, there's no way they can hang in this game, right?
Well, I'm going to take the Bengals, but on Sunday morning, I will most likely talk myself
What
into
is the actual line,
Jets
like 10?
plus 10
Well,
and a half.
yeah.
I will most likely be talking myself into that.
Because he's still in his head that the Bengals are sort of the Bengals, even though they're not.
Well, do you know, Dave? The Bears beat the Bengals.
Yeah, I know.
That will screw
That's-
me up forever because I
transitive
don't think
property.
the Bears are good. I had the Bengals last week. I love Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is awesome. The fact the Bears beat the Bengals makes no sense.
Shout out. Somebody DM me, said, you're welcome. I forget who it was, one of the Bengals players. Because I won $250,000.
Didn't you also dance too?
I did.
Gritty.
I
Did the gritty?
Quarter.
I didn't know it was a gritty. I just did what, what's his face? did.
Jefferson.
Does it hurt knowing that the Ravens and the Bengals both have franchise quarterbacks right in your face?
Oh damn.
That doesn't really matter to me because we'll have the best quarterback in the league next year.
Trey Hendrickson.
Who's that? Oh, yeah, he's very, very good.
Yeah, he sent me a quick, glad we could help.
Yeah, very good.
Very nice.
You did help.
Did Jamar Chase say anything
No,
about
you
your
didn't.
gritty?
No.
When-
Quarter
rewind.
milli gritty.
Let's rewind that real quick because I just said Does it hurt to have Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson, 2 franchise quarterbacks, right in your face in your division? You said what?
No, because the Steelers will have the best quarterback in the NFL next year.
Who is?
Aaron Rodgers.
Got it.
Steelers' highest
I
salary
like
cap
I like
space.
that look, like you just threw the ace of spades, trump
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
Like, well, deal with that.
Draw 4.
Think about it. It makes sense. Think about it, really, though. If you really sit there and think Aaron Rodgers would like to go to a good defense, let's face the facts, yes, he would. Okay? Offensive line isn't there. I get that. Receivers, though,
What about the Saints?
nah. He likes being in the cold, Dave. He likes the
He's from
cold.
California, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's been playing in the cold for
Went
years.
to Cal, college.
Big fan of Mike Tomlin. Steelers' biggest salary cap space.
I can see him get along in New Orleans.
I hope, Jerry, it would be great for our friendship because, mark my words, when Aaron Rodgers leaves the Green Bay Packers for any other team,
Which he's leaving. Let's face the facts.
I will flip so hard on all the Packers fans and be the biggest Aaron Rodgers
And I will-
right in their
You
face.
have to.
And just troll them right in their face. So I hope that happens and we will root
too.
for the Steelers together. And I'll be
we'll-
like,
And
this
we won't
guy
do the interview
is
with
the
the
best.
brother.
Yeah, this guy's the best. How could they ever let him go? Oh, I will do that all day.
And people will not understand that you're
No,
purposely doing it.
no,
It's
they'll
gonna be
get
stunning.
very upset. Yes.
Jerry, I assume you're taking the Bengals as well?
Yeah, I got the Bengals. I mean, I would love to bet on a guy named Mike White, but I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Ponzi Team Awareness Bowl
yeah,
champion.
yeah.
He is Western Kentucky.
But I'll take the Bengals.
All right, Rams at Texans. I guess across the board Rams.
Yep.
Do I even,
Yeah.
need to, even
Rams.
need to ask?
Rams,
okay.
Rams.
Jags at Seahawks. Dave.
This game could be a little bit spunkier than people think because,
Gino.
Gino Ball, and he got Pete Carroll basically. And it was true, but he's like, I've been here a long time. I wouldn't be a long time without Russell Wilson, and I think a lot of coaches can say that. I'm going to take the Seahawks, but this game is going to be close.
Dan.
I agree with Dave. I think this game is going to be close, but I will also take the Seahawks. I'm going to take the Jaguars.
Okay.
Off a bye. Why not?
Off a win and then a bye.
Yeah, and I just say this. They
The
can't.
Dolphins in London.
The Seahawks, like, I had an out-of-body experience watching the Seahawks on Monday Night Football because I think that's probably what everyone feels like when they watch the Bears or the Badgers, of like a team that's like, we can't throw the ball, so we're just going to hope that we can hand it off on every play and have it work. That felt bad to watch.
Jerry, what are you doing?
My notes say, Jersey Jerry don't like this game, but I'll take Seattle. I want to take the Jaguars, but I'm going to take Seattle here.
Okay. All right. Football team at Broncos. Dan.
Give me the football team.
Jerry.
I got the football team here.
Wow, I was going to take the football team as well, but all three of us, I'll switch back to the Broncos as a value pick.
Let's go Bucs at Saints. Tom Brady playing absolutely out of his mind. Dave, what are you thinking about this one?
I think the Saints win. This just seems like a game the Bucs would lose. And Brady really is playing so good. He's almost getting, I don't want to say more cocky about, but the way he's acting like he's playing flag football. It's like you can't hit the quarterback, the defenses. He's just tearing up everybody. I'm going to take the Saints and I'm losing my voice.
Dan, what do you think?
I'll take the Bucs straight up. I do like the Saints against the spread, though, here. I think this is going to be a tight game. I just think that at the end of the day, if you're betting straight up, Tom Brady versus Jameis Winston.
Yeah. Jerry?
I got the Bucs here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jerry, what did you think about the ball having to be given back from the fan? You think the fan asked for enough? The 600th touchdown ball?
If I got the ball, I would have went in home and then I sold it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I don't think he evened out. I don't think it was an even trade.
He did supposedly get FTX, who is a sponsor of ours, and Brady. They gave him a full Bitcoin, so that makes
What's
up
that-
a little.
what's that worth,
They could probably
60,000?
60,000.
Yeah. And I also still stand by the fact that, like, it's different than a baseball that you catch a home run. Like, Mike Evans screwed up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And he knew immediately that
He screwed up. He fucked up. Like, it's a douchebag move to be like, now I'm going to sell it. It's like, just, I don't know. I think the guy made out pretty well.
I don't think it's a douchebag move. I think it's a lot harder, easier said than done to, which I tweeted as well, like get the fuck out of the stadium because the peer pressure is to give the ball back. If you have the wherewithal to be like, I'm getting out of here, he could have made hundreds.
Yeah, but you know what I mean about the baseball, though? Don't you think it's a little different?
Yeah, it's different,
Yes,
but
it
it's
is
still yours.
different.
And,
Yeah.
and no one's ever going to feel bad for like Brady or anybody. They have unlimited
Yeah.
funds, so this could make a difference in the guy's life.
But I mean, when they showed Mike Evans on the sidelines when he realized what he had done, it was
Still, Bitcoin is not the one.
Yeah, Bitcoin. I mean, if you
way better than like what did I read originally? You got like
A
$600
signed
in like team credit at the store,
And
that was pretty embarrassing.
And the Bitcoin will be like worth like $10 million in a year.
According
fine.
to Bubbly Gang.
Sunday Night Football, Cowboys at Vikings. Jerry, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I'm going with the boys here. Offense is just so good. Defense is pretty good. That cornerback they got, Diggs, gets an interception every single game. I think Cowboys are going to actually embarrass them.
Dave, I know that we've been upping the Cowboys in your mind. Where do we
Yeah,
stand?
they're
with
good,
them?
but this is a rat line.
Okay.
An all-time rat line. If you're looking at spreads like 2.5, that's preposterous. Preposterous. It's begging me to take the Cowboys, so I will take the Vikings.
Wow.
Man, the
All right.
suit.
I have the Vikings as well.
Wow.
Yeah. I think this is
It's just straight up.
too obvious.
It's only 2.5.
Too obvious.
No.
Too obvious.
The Cowboys are just really good.
Well, the line doesn't say they are. That's why it's such a rat.
All right,
Or it
let's
says the Vikings are good, one or the other.
Monday Night Football. We'll finish with the Giants at the Chiefs. Dan, the Chiefs are bad.
Yeah.
Giants came to town right in time for the Chiefs.
I'll take the Chiefs, but I do like the Giants on the spread. I mean, it's a 10-point spread, so there's a lot that you can get in the middle there. But the Chiefs can't be this bad. They can't be, but they might be.
They might be.
I think
They were that
Their
bad
defense
against the
is
Titans.
very bad.
The Chiefs are that bad, but the Giants are that bad as well. I'll take the Chiefs.
Okay, Jerry?
Chiefs.
Chiefs. All right, Chiefs across the board. Before we get to the primetime picks, let's go out to Ben Mintz and Stephen Che for the Fantasy Football Factory Minute.
What's up, fellas? I'm Ben Mintz.
And I'm Stephen Che.
We're the hosts of the Fantasy Football Factory podcast. It's time to clock in for NFL Sunday. Mr. Shea, who you start this week?
I'm starting Laviska Shenault in Seattle. DJ Chark's out for the year. They're coming off a bye. He had 10 targets in the last game. Start Laviska Shenault.
I'm starting Carson Wentz at home against Tennessee. Wentz has been playing well the last month. Looked great last Sunday night against San Fran. Good matchup against the Tennessee defense.
I'm benching Tua in Buffalo. Very good defense. Tua's actually been really good fantasy-wise, averaging 3 touchdowns over his past 2 games. Bench Tua.
I'm benching Tom Brady and Mike Evans. Brady averaged 216 yards last year against the Saints in 3 games, 4 touchdowns, 5 picks. Marshawn Lattimore is going to live all over Mike Evans and shut him down. Check out Dear Mr. Fantasy on the Barstool Sports YouTube channel 11:30 to help get your lineup set. Check out prop bets all season long on the Barstool Sportsbook app. It's time to clock out.
All right, thanks, fellas. Before we get to the primetime pick, Dave, is Stephen Che going to be full-time content?
He's not there yet. He's not there yet.
He's in negotiations with you,
He is
right?
trying to get to that, take that lead. Well, I don't know negotiations. It was kind of a failed negotiation, but we'll see what happens. A lot of the Che Hive has been coming out, but I did meet a girl, Gabby, in the snack area that I had never met before the show. And she said, "Hey, I'm Gabby. Hi, Dave." She's like, "I've been here a little while." I go, "What do you do here?" And she said she did all Steve Che's ads for him. So I had to knock him down to a 4-2 play.
Okay, because you found out that he wasn't even doing his,
Correct,
his
yeah.
ads. Okay.
And I also asked her point blank, "Are you trying to whack Steve Che?" Which she said, "No, I have his back."
Okay. Well, that'll just stay
Tough.
tuned.
I mean,
it is tough.
He brought.
Che needs eyes all over.
Well, and when you bring the car into the shop, you don't always want to know what's under the hood.
That's true.
Bad luck for him that Dave just happened to meet Gabby today.
Yep.
Let's get to the primetime pick of the week. It's presented by the Chevy Silverado. Dependable and gritty like the people who drive them. Anything is possible with the Silverado. You guys both took Arizona last week. Obviously, that was an easy pick. You're both still alive at 7-0. You took New England for Dion. He's out because it's a survivor pool, but you did get a win for him. So, Dan, I'm going to start with you. I have an idea of who you're going to pick.
Well, I don't want to burn them, but I think you just got to do it right now and just keep the ball moving and survive in advance. I'll take the Rams.
That's who I figured. And Dave, you've already taken the Rams.
Yes, I'm going to take the Bengals.
The Bengals, okay. And then Jerry?
Yeah, I'm actually going to go with the Chiefs.
The Chiefs? Okay. So that's all right. Anything else, guys?
No.
No? You feeling?
Great shit.
I'm feeling like shit. I can't
You need to
wait.
go home.
We're going
Who
to
are the Bengals
East
playing?
Lansing.
Yeah.
So I am done till Friday night.
Good.
When we get on a plane, I go kick the shit out of those Spartans. Little brother is slapping back and forth.
Yeah, by the time this airs, you'll just be
We'll
over
be
the moon.
7-0, and
Yes.
really should be. The fact that Ohio State's ranked ahead of us with a loss is disgusting. Someone in Alabama's ahead of us with a loss, disgusting. undefeated, put this team, we are the number 2 team in the country. Georgia, Michigan.
Dan, has your hand?
My hands up, my hands up, my hands up, my hands up.
Can't
I should
finish
have looked
until
beforehand. I
it's
should have
okay?
looked
What do you want to play?
beforehand.
And that 7.5, I got to go to Jersey real quick.
I will also take the Bengals.
Oh.
Switching. The Bengals have, this is their last super easy game. The Rams still have the Jaguars in December.
So we're getting
Okay.
strategy
Keep
involved.
that.
Okay,
Yeah, I should
strategy.
have done
Okay,
it
so-
beforehand.
Right.
Give
So-
me the Bengals.
3 weeks in a row, you guys on the same team.
The Bengals.
All right.
The Bengals.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Enjoy your weekend.
You guys don't.